BlackCubing here. Today I'm going to teach you how to solve the Pyraminx. Now please note that this tutorial is for beginners. So this is for you if you want to learn how to solve the Pyraminx and you do not know how to solve it yet. So let me begin with the tutorial. So the first thing I want to tell you about are the types of pieces on the Pyraminx. So there are three types of pieces on a Pyraminx. They are the tips, the centers and the edges. So just like you have the different types of pieces on a 3x3, you have different types of pieces on a Pyraminx. The tips are these pieces that do not do anything, they just move. And there are 4 tips. So there's this one, there's this one here, there's this one here, and this one at the back. So there are these 4 tips on the Pyraminx. The next type of piece I want to tell you about are the edges. Sorry, the centers in fact, which are these pieces. So if you can see, then this is one whole piece which has 1, 2, 3 stickers. So this is a center, the whole piece together, that's center. And it is the pivot around which the other pieces move. So the center just rotates, it does not move, as in it does not change its orbit from where it is, it just moves that way. There are 4 centers. There is this one here, 1, 2, 3. The second one here, 1, 2 and 3. The third one here, 1, 2 and 3. And the fourth one right here, 1, 2 and 3. So just like there are 4 tips, there are 4 centers. Now the third type of piece I want to tell you about are the edges, which are these 2 stickered pieces, these ones. So they are the pieces that actually let the Pyraminx be scrambled. So this piece is an edge, so is this piece, so is this piece over here, and so is this piece over here. So these are all edges on the cube, the Pyraminx. So without further ado, let me just scramble the cube and I'll start with the tutorial. So the Pyraminx is quite an easy cube to solve. There are only about 4 steps, I believe, to solving the Pyraminx, and only 4 algorithms, or more like 5 algorithms I think, that are required to solve the Pyraminx. So and those algorithms are very short, so they'd be quite easy to memorize for you. So now that I'm done scrambling the Pyraminx, let me start showing you how to solve it. The first thing you do is pick a tip. So let me pick this one for instance, and you rotate it until it is solved. Now by solved I mean that these 2 colors should be matched, these should be the same, and these ones here should also be the same. So if the tip is in this rotation, I would orient it this way to solve it. So now all of these are matched. So that's quite easy. Let me do that with all the tips. So for this tip, I would turn it this way so that these are matched. For this tip, I would turn it this way so that all of these are matched. And for this tip, I would turn it this way. Okay. Now after you have finished solving the tips, the next step is to solve the centers. So I will pick a side. Let's say it's this side for instance. So the first thing I need to see is the colors of the centers on this side. So the center at the top over here, the colors are blue, green and yellow. So blue, green and yellow. Here they are yellow, red and blue, and yellow, red and green. So if you observe, then yellow is common among all these 3 centers. So that's what you want to find, the color that's common in all the centers. And then what you do is, since yellow is over here, you bring it onto the face by just turning this whole block that way. So now these 2 are yellow, and since this yellow is here, I would turn it this way. So it's sort of like solving the tips. Okay, now what you want to do is solve these three edges. So for that, you flip the cube over so that the yellow or whatever the color is on the bottom. So now what you do is you find an edge on this top layer with a yellow on it. Since yellow is the color we are trying to solve, it could be blue, green, it could be whatever color, it does not matter. So the color is this one over here. So what I would do for this is, first I would recognize what color is here apart from this yellow. So it's blue. Then what I do is I match this blue up with the center that way, and now I want to see if this is on the right side or on the left side. Now I can see that this is on the right side here. So when it's on the right side, the way you insert the piece is you do an L prime. That way you open this slot, you do a U prime, or more like a U, you do a U to bring this in, and then you do an L. So now this is solved. Now I would want to find another piece, so it's this one. Again, it's on the right side, so I do an L prime, a U prime, and an L. Now what can happen is that the piece can be on the left side. Then what do you do? So when the piece is on the left side, what you do is you do an R, U prime, and R prime. So R, U prime, R prime. Now the next thing you want to find is another piece. Now I cannot find one, and my bottom layer is also not solved. Now I can see that this piece here is flipped. This is a situation you might encounter at times. So what you do when you have something like this is you do one of the algorithms I told you before. So I can do an R, actually more like the inverse, or you can do the algorithm. So I can do an R, U prime, and R prime. Now I've taken this piece out and I can match it up, and since it's on the right side, I can do an L prime, a U, and an L. Okay, great. Now I need to solve the top face, the top layer, and how I do that is, first I match these centers up with these ones, and now you have 5 cases that you can get, 6, but one of them is solved, so 5 scrambled cases that are possible. Now the first one is this one, where you have these two matched, and these two also matched, and this blue is on the left side. So if so there are two types, one where the color on the front needs to go on the left side, one where it needs to go on the right side. So when it needs to go on the left side, what you do is you do an R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, and R prime. So this is, if you notice, this is sort of an anti-Sun algorithm, but it's got a bit of changes. So I'll put it up on the screen for you to see. So it's R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, and R prime. And now we've got the second case, where it's the same thing all over again. However, this time the color on the front, green, it's on your right side. So it's the exact inverse of this algorithm. So it's an R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime. So R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime. Okay, now that's 2 of the cases covered. Now the third case I want to tell you about is this case, where whenever you get one of these cases where all 3 of these are unsolved, what you do is you hold the cube so that there is one face, or rather one of these colors matched on either this side or this side, and one that is matched on your front face. So I hold this one matched on my front face and this one matched at the back. And if the solved piece is on the right side, you perform the following algorithm: R prime, and then L, L prime, U prime, L, U, and then you do an R. So it's the R prime, the trigger, and then an R. Now the other case you can have is this case, where you keep it this matched on your left side, and this is also matched on one of these, but this is on the left side. So you do, and so it's the inverse again. You do an L and an R, U, R prime, U prime, and an L prime. So L, R, U, R prime, U prime, and an L prime. So then the fourth case I want to tell you about is this one, where the back piece is solved and these two are scrambled. So you do this, 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 and that. And then you bring this over, you put that up, do that, and do that. So it's an R prime, L, R, L prime, then a U, and then an L prime, and then an U prime, and an L. So R prime, L, R, L prime, U, L prime, U prime, and L. So it's a very fast algorithm and it can be executed in a very fast manner that way. And then the last case, the sixth case you can get is a skip. So this is solved. So that is how you solve the Pyraminx. I will put all the algorithms I talked about at the top of the screen so that it will be easy for you to memorize them. I'll also put them in the description. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more content of this kind, and mention it down in the comments if you want more tutorials for any other puzzles. And goodbye.